So this Disney Marvel Civil War stuff may really burn Disney to the ground. We could be seeing huge changes going on over there at Disney, including Bob Chapek possibly resigning or being fired from the CEO position. Let's check it out. If you enjoy seeing news updates like this, stuff like the Scarlett Johansson suing Disney situation, and a lot of other pop culture news, then please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I try to post multiple videos on this channel every single day. Let's get into the video. So if you remember back to whenever Bob Chapek was first announced to be the heir to the throne of Disney, being the new CEO once Bob Iger retires or moves out of the position of CEO, once that was announced that Bob Chapek would be the one to take over the CEO position, he was already, if you don't know, he was already like the head of the parks. He was running all of the Disney parks, and a lot of big fans of Disney parks, a lot of people who are very obsessed, they run YouTube channels, they run blogs about the Disney parks. They were very worried about Disney because he kind of ran the parks into the ground. According to a lot of these park experts, they did not like what Bob Chapek did to the Disney parks, and whenever he was announced to be CEO, all of these people were coming out and complaining because they knew that Bob Chapek would do bad things for Disney as a whole if he already did a lot of bad things for the parks, and it seems like all of that stuff is coming to fruition. I said this in my last video, but Clownfish TV did a video where they talked about a possible civil war between Bob Chapek and Bob Iger. I don't know who picked Bob Chapek to be the new CEO, but it seems like Bob Iger did not like the decision at all. It seemed like Bob Iger probably didn't have much say, and I don't know who picked it, but it seems kind of universally accepted. It seems like the general consensus is that Bob Chapek was not a good decision. The fact that you are making Kevin Feige mad, as reported by Culture Crave right here, or as reported by the Hollywood Reporter, I should say, Kevin Feige is reportedly angry and embarrassed with how Disney is treating Scarlett Johansson. He pushed for Black Widow to be released exclusively in theaters, and I saw another report from someone else, I believe it was Screen Rant as well. They talked about the direct quote from Kevin Feige, and it says that he is pissed. He is pissed with Disney because he wanted Black Widow to be released exclusively in theaters, because not only does Kevin Feige want his movie to do the best at the box office that it possibly can, not only does he want his directors and writers to be happy, but more importantly, he wants people like Scarlett Johansson to stay happy, to leave Marvel on a high note, because she has been one of their most loyal soldiers. She has been in so many movies that she wasn't the star of, and she honestly is a really good actress, and I liked her as an actress in all of the movies that she was in. I think she was an integral part to the Avengers movies. I don't think that she's the most interesting character. I don't think that Black Widow is a very interesting character in a world full of superheroes where she's just pretty much a normal human that has some abilities that she trained for. You know, she's better at fighting than the average human, but in a world full of people like Thor and Captain America and stuff like that, she's just not that interesting. But I think that she did play a big part in the Avengers movies, and like I said, she's one of their most loyal soldiers. Kevin Feige wants to protect those people, not only to keep people like Scarlett Johansson happy, but to keep big actors like Benedict Cumberbatch and Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr., people like them, coming into the Marvel universe in the future whenever they're trying to cast new characters. They don't want to see stuff like this, like one of their own actors who just got finished releasing a movie a couple of months ago, just got finished with the MCU. Apparently this was going to be her last movie. I don't know if they're planning on bringing her back with the variant stuff that happened in Loki or not. I don't know, but I think that this was going to be her last movie in the MCU. I don't think that he wanted to send her off like that, because not only Kevin Feige look bad, not only does that make Marvel look bad and Disney look bad, but it also makes them look bad in the eyes of potential actors, potential directors in the future. Who wants to work with someone who treats their actors like this? Who wants to work with someone who treats their creatives like this? And HBO kind of did it the right way. You know, I hate to say it, but Warner Bros kind of did it the right way. They stabbed everyone in the back by releasing things on HBO Max the same day that they released it in theaters, and not even charging an extra fee for it. They stabbed all the directors, they stabbed all the actors in the back by doing that. Everyone got mad. All the directors, all the actors got mad. No one filed a lawsuit as far as I know, but they immediately said, you know what, you would have made more for Wonder Woman than you did if it was released solely in theaters. So they gave everyone extra money. They gave everyone that compensation. Disney refused to do that, so Scarlett Johansson filed a lawsuit, and I don't blame her, because 100% if this movie was released only in theaters, she would have made a lot more money. But this situation is getting a lot worse, it seems, for Disney. Let me move this over for you a bit so you can see the full headline. There it is. Emma Stone reportedly considering suing Disney over Cruella release. this is getting really bad, man. Disney might be in some serious trouble if this Scarlett Johansson situation does prove to go good for Scarlett Johansson, because I believe that's probably what Emma Stone is waiting for. She's probably waiting to see how this whole lawsuit plays out with ScarJo, and if it goes well for Scarlett Johansson, she is probably going to file one of her own. And if the Scarlett Johansson one does go well for ScarJo, Disney might be in some serious trouble. Emma Stone is reportedly considering suing Disney over Cruella's hybrid release after Black Widow Scarlett Johansson filed her own lawsuit. Emma Stone is reportedly considering suing Disney over the release of Cruella on Disney+. The villainous origin story premiered simultaneously in theaters and on Disney+ on May 28th, utilizing the $30 premiere access feature that previous pandemic pictures Mulan and Raya and the Last Dragon launched. While the Stone-led flick was considered a success amongst audiences and critics, the box office numbers weren't terribly impressive. Many speculated that Cruella's hybrid release cut into its overall numbers. Dude, there's no doubt that every single movie that is released as a hybrid release, they're calling it, if it's released on HBO Max and in theaters on the same day, released on Disney Plus and in theaters on the same day, it is going to hurt their numbers, and there is no question. Imagine if you're a person like me, I go to see these movies multiple times. If I really like a movie, I will go see it multiple times. Joker is a good example. I went to see it 3 different times because I really liked the movie. Endgame, I really liked Endgame, so I went to see that probably 5 times. Infinity War, same thing. I like these movies, I go see them multiple times, but if I buy them on Disney Plus, or if I have HBO Max, I don't even need to pay extra. I'm not going to go to the movies multiple times. I'm not going to, inflate those box office numbers. All of these other diehard fans who love these movies aren't going to go multiple times, because you can buy it once on Disney Plus and watch it again and again and again and not have to pay extra for it. So it 100% is going to hurt box office numbers. And not to mention, when you go to the movies, you each pay for an individual ticket, but you can have 10, 20 people in a house pay for the movie one time and have all of these people watch it multiple times. And that's probably not going to happen very often, but it does happen. I'm sure it happens a lot more than it would have happened if it only released in theaters. Now, the good news for Disney is that The Hollywood Reporter also says that Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow lawsuit is game-changing, but may be legally weak. From an arbitration provision to some possibly valid justifications for streaming the superhero film, why Disney should be favored to beat the actress in a case that will be closely watched. Now, while Scarlett Johansson is very rich, while she is very powerful, I would say, in Hollywood, she's one of the most paid actresses. I think she's one of the highest paid actors in the entire world. I think that she is one of the highest paid people in Hollywood right now, which is pretty crazy compared to people like Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., all these other mega stars that have been in the Marvel universe. She is up there with them. But while she is that powerful, while she is that rich, she doesn't hold a candle to Disney. Disney is way more powerful. Disney is way more rich. I saw someone on Twitter say something like, Disney has the real life Infinity Stones. They have the real life Infinity Gauntlet. And that is 100% true. They have the ultimate power. They have the ultimate, not only ultimate power, but they have the ultimate financial power. So I would also agree that it probably isn't looking too great for Scarlett Johansson. They may reach some sort of settlement where Scarlett Johansson does benefit from this lawsuit. And if that does happen, if Scarlett Johansson does benefit from this lawsuit in some sort of way, this could really burn Disney to the ground. If Emma Stone really does consider suing Disney as well, if she really does do that, that will be 2 different actresses that sue Disney, and that means that probably a lot more are going to sue Disney. But not only Disney, also Warner Bros. For releasing their movies on HBO Max. This could get really crazy, and it really could be bad news for streaming as a whole, or at least for streaming movies as a whole, because I don't think that if these companies keep getting sued, even if they win all of these lawsuits, even if Disney doesn't pay ScarJo a penny, even if Disney doesn't pay Emma Stone a penny, just the fact that they are suing Disney, the fact that Scarlett Johansson is giving Marvel a bad look, giving Kevin Feige a bad look by suing them, by filing lawsuits against them. And if Emma Stone does the same thing, it's even worse. It's an even worse look for Disney as a whole. Just them doing that is a bad look, and Disney doesn't want that happening. Disney doesn't want that bad optics on them, so they're gonna stop. They're probably gonna stop with the hybrid releases, and that's probably going to be the best for them financially. I would think that's going to be the best for these movies financially. Not only the actors, actresses, directors, writers, not only is it going to be the best case scenario for them, but I just think that it's a stupid model to release this stuff on Disney Plus and HBO Max and in theaters. It's just going to make you more money. So this Scarlett Johansson lawsuit might end up making Disney be more money in the long run than it will for Scarlett Johansson, even if she does win, because it will probably force them to start releasing stuff only in theaters, exclusively in theaters, instead of releasing this, doing this hybrid release stuff that is just not going to work out as well. But let me know what you guys think about this whole situation. What do you think about this Scarlett Johansson suing Disney stuff, and the fact that Kevin Feige is really mad about it? He's really mad at Disney. It seems like if you were to pick one person to never make mad, it would probably be Kevin Feige. He's probably the one guy that you really don't want to piss off because of how successful he has been with the MCU. Say what you want about it now, but he has been very successful in the past, and he probably does have a plan to be successful in the future. But let me know what you guys think about this whole situation, about Emma Stone possibly suing Disney as well, and about Kevin Feige being mad at Disney. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. If you want to follow me on Twitter or join the Discord, but those links will be in the description as well. Thank you for watching the video. Hope to see you in the next one.